Right on, dude. We're live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for being in here today. This is going to be cool.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm here with my man, Chase Mortensen.
Yep.
Chase is an agent. How long have you been licensed?
Since 2015.
2015. Okay. You've been licensed for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Dude.
April was 9 years.
9 years. Okay. What got you into real estate? Like tell me about it. Give us a start. Like why real estate? Why are you in real estate?
Yeah. So I like to say it's kind of started weirdly in middle school.
You thought about being a realtor in middle school?
Yes. So
No
little
way.
background. My grandfather, grandmother, and dad had a brokerage in California.
Okay. Yeah.
They're all pretty much retired now, but
What part of California?
it started in Huntington Beach and then Monterey. I grew up
Oh,
in.
no way.
Yeah.
I didn't know Huntington started there.
Yep.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
How old were you born in Monterey?
No, I was born in Riverside.
Ah,
And then when I was about 5 years old, we moved up to Monterey and
okay.
basically grew up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you remember Huntington?
No, that was before my time.
Okay.
That was more of like in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of dating myself here, but
Yeah, a little bit. That's fun.
yeah.
I remember Huntington in the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was more grungy than it is now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. Super cool.
Well, cool. Okay, so then they went up to Monterey,
Mm-hmm.
and so you saw it from what you said middle school. What about it at that time were you like, oh, this is for me?
Yeah. Saw the freedom it brought our family,
Okay.
and they were kind of all intertwined in the real estate space. Where
Okay.
they had a mortgage brokerage too, credit servicing, and kind of like Credit Karma before Credit Karma was. They
Oh,
were running
interesting.
a business like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just seeing the freedom it brought my parents going on trips. It was, yeah.
Okay. So freedom for time, like time freedom.
Yeah. I know he was always busy, but being able to be a business owner, that was very attractive to me as a kid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And you saw that in middle school, and then how did that manifest itself later? Where'd you
Well-
see? Like you went to high school, and then you came out here. What happened?
Yeah. I always had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to do real estate.
Okay.
And got to through high school. It's funny, I have a Facebook post when I was like a senior that says I can't wait to be 18 to get my real estate license.
That's fun.
And it pops up every year and I share it. It's super cool.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, probably. And then getting out here, went to college, and then really realized, I just got to get into real estate.
Yes.
Yeah, it was my passion and didn't want to waste my time anymore trying to do something else. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you? So you left school to pursue real estate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's fun. How old were you?
I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 21. Yeah.
Okay. And then you got your real estate license at 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
I'm pretty sure I was 21. Yeah, thinking
okay, so
back.
what was the year that you were 21? What was the market? What did it look like? And when you got in, what were you like?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
let's
question.
go.
Yeah. The market was kind of stable.
Okay. What year was it?
2015.
15. Okay. Yeah.
2015.
Okay.
And it was pretty flat. And then every year it just kind of ticked up. And then to 2019, 2020 is when it just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That was stable.
Yeah. Very stable. And,
Okay.
I mean, growing up, I grew up in seeing my parents with 07, 08 crash. Yeah. That was a wild time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you were there for them during that time.
Yeah.
How? Okay. So you saw that, and you still wanted to get into real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Like, what is it? What is it that you saw in that? Like, I know a lot of people who saw their parents dealing with struggle back then, and it's kept them away from thinking real estate was even an option, like even
Right.
buying a house,
Yeah.
right? So, what is it about you that's gotten you then to still lean into it and thinking, well, I saw how tough it could be. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
I saw the power through it, and if you just grind and
Yeah.
work at it, you can make it work. Yeah, it was just an exciting business that I always dreamed to be in.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you,
I don't know if I could pinpoint like, oh, this was the reason,
yeah.
but yeah,
Well, I think you just said it. I mean, you saw them grind, and it's
Mhm.
like, if you grind, you will get through it.
Right. And California is such a different market. Like, you're from California too.
Yeah.
It's weird. You have a little neighborhood or space that you really work in. You
Okay.
don't really go much out of that.
Mm.
And seeing them almost farm a neighborhood and be able to just take over this space in that area where you could go on any street, they'd have a real estate sign. It was
That's
super cool. Yeah.
It's funny you say that because growing up in California myself, I did feel that we were very compartmentalized and
Oh, yeah.
really here it's so different.
Yeah.
It-
You'll drive an hour and a half to go look at a property.
Yeah.
Where in California, maybe those agents, I don't want to put this on them, but they probably don't do that.
Yeah.
Or most don't. Yeah.
I just remember, even maybe it was just because I was a kid, it was like you just knew your area, right? Like
Yeah.
my parents didn't really. Well, maybe I guess they did. I mean, we're adults now, so I mean, maybe it's just we're adults,
Yeah.
just different lens. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's cool. Right on, man. All right, so now fast forward. It's 2024. Tell me about like the business that you want to be doing, that you are doing, that is like, what's the passion that still keeps you doing it 9 years later?
Right.
And what's that passion that's propelling you forward? Like, what's still keeping you doing this?
The excitement when someone finally buys their first house
Yeah.
is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. And being able to help someone through, like, let's say there's a struggle through a transaction of selling their property, getting them to the finish line, that's very fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting it to completion and seeing.
Yep. Where if they've had something happened, an inspection blew up or an appraisal or something, being able to get past that and still close it and them be raving fans of your service is great.
Right on. Do you have any that specifically stand out to you that were like harder than others
Yeah. I'd say,
that you can talk about?
well, without saying names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To protect the innocent.
Right. Yeah. I'd say when someone's very stubborn on a price point they really want,
Yeah.
that is a tough question.
See, you're very calm.
Yeah,
You're a calming force to your clients.
definitely.
That's feedback that I've gotten, right? And you, I think that what might be tough to other people isn't tough to you.
Right.
Yeah, I see that.
This is just another step we have to go through.
Correct.
Yeah.
I see that you might not lean into them being tough. They're just more so just,
An inconvenience.
yeah,
Yeah.
a part of it.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is just another piece.
Yeah.
And
And being able to coach the client through that too, of saying, hey, this is normal.
Yeah.
This isn't a fluke. And sometimes you get flukes, but yeah, if you've done it in the past and being able to talk them through that and really go through the steps and show them, hey, this is what we're going to do next, gives them all the confidence.
for sure. I love that, man. I think that piece of you instilling the confidence in them
Yeah.
is what makes you special in your space, right? Like, I think that your ability to stay in the moment, but at the same time be able to look at it from a view of saying, how are we going to get through this without freaking out?
Right.
And freaking out your client.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yep.
And that, I mean, people watching, I don't know who, if there are potential clients of Chase's watching this, that's something that you don't get from every realtor. A lot of realtors will implode deals personally because they emotionally get tied up in the decision that needs to be made, and it negatively impacts the client.
Definitely.
That's not something that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, nice. Yeah, I like that. All right, let me make sure this is recording, because that would have been funny if it wasn't. I was like, oh man.
No. You missed all the nuggets.
Cool. So now, okay, so you just recently had some life changes.
Oh,
So what's up with that? And no judgment. I mean, it took a little while,
It
but
did.
yeah.
Got a ring on the finger.
Ah,
finally.
nice. Congratulations,
after 10
brother.
years.
There,
Yeah,
I'll give you one of
cheers with my
those.
water.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, we've college sweethearts and been together, since 2013.
Dang.
Got married in February. Yep, February 2nd.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very, very exciting.
Heck yeah, man. I'm excited for you. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. The next milestone, the next.
Yes. Get a little Chase running around or something.
Oh, shoot. You heard it here first. Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's exciting to me.
I know. Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
I'm
talk
so
about
pumped
it a
for
lot.
you.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So before you start parenting,
Yes.
So I'm reading this book right now that I think would be an amazing book for parents, of course,
Right.
but those that haven't parented yet. It's Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules to Life.
Okay.
Maybe?
I like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. So his 12 Rules to Life, it's like a parenting book, or at least like I'm on, I think, Rule 5, but it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Talks about discipline, talks about how to discipline, on all of those things. And I've just been like, oh man, I've got so many people that it talks about like liking your kids, wanting to like your kids, raising your kids to be people that you like and not people that you don't
so
like.
simple, but
I know. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a really good point. Like I want to like my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? I do. I love my kids, but I like them too. Right. I think they're cool humans.
not just because you're kids, but like them being, you have great kids, by the way.
Well, thank you.
And, yeah.
But again, I think it reinforces positive things, but it also gives perspective on things that are like, oh, that's good. Like I should have been thinking about that.
Right.
And I'm not a psychologist. I don't really think that way. Yeah.
Well, you can instill that on someone else for their kids.
Totally. Totally, man. Right on. All right. So you're now moving into a new chapter in your life. What does this chapter of real estate in your life look like? Yeah. Who are you helping? What are you most passionate about in helping? And what's the future of your business look like?
Yeah. Definitely want to grow.
Okay. What's growth look like? Grow in clients, grow in types of property. Like, what does that look like?
Yeah. Grow in clients. Probably double this year.
Okay.
And
yeah, you've had a good year so far.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
I do want to get my broker's license.
Nice.
Be an associate here, which would be sweet. I've been thinking about that for a while.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And I think that would be probably the next step, getting the broker's license.
Nice. I like it. Yeah. When are you going to get it?
I'll start it this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
When are you going to finish it?
Hopefully this year.
Nice. Okay, cool. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Yeah. Now I have to do it. Yep.
Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Because that was one of my goals for this year, is to start it and finish it.
Good.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good. I'm excited for you.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a great goal to have. Yeah, and knock out all your hours too.
Right.
Yeah. I got to get all my hours done this year, and it's like, dang, if I could use them towards something, right? Like get some sort of designation or something. And it's like, instead,
just do the hours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like, all the hours for nothing.
Right.
Cool. So, okay. So then, associate broker, tell me a little bit about the clients that you're working with right now, and like, who do you think you can serve the best?
A lot of my clients come from past clients, referrals, sphere.
Okay.
And being able to grow that to another level is kind of where I want to go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've done the cold call, the cold leads of bailers, and I didn't like that space, and that's okay, I think. Yeah.
It's a good foundation maker, but because you're such because you leave your clients with such a good taste in their mouths, that's the best place to be from a real estate perspective.
It's like instant trust.
Yeah, working more off of referral. I think that's a great space to be in.
Right.
Yeah. How do you get content and information out to your clients? Like, what's the best way for people to like connect with you and see who you are? Like, what are you doing?
Definitely
right
now? Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, at Arizona Real Estate _
Okay.
Is my Instagram tag.
It's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stories. There's been times where I've done actual posts every day, and it's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
And stories is more about like, oh, what am I doing in my day-to-day life?
Yeah.
And it's up there for 24 hours. So if you miss it, sorry.
Yeah. But it's good though. Yeah. Like, you give good content.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Rules to life. Like, give me one of your principles. Give me something that, Who are you?
Yeah. My main principle would be treat everybody like I would treat my mother. So I'm not going to do anything wrong to my mother.
Okay.
And I think that's very easy to stay in line.
Yeah.
To where, you're just like family. You're like my mom, so I'm gonna treat you like my mom.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
good you're gonna treat your mom good. Too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta preface that.
Yeah, totally. You know,
Love
like
my
you
mom.
could have took that totally different direction.
Right. Yeah, but I think that's a principle that has guided me in the professional world 100%.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it sounds like Mr. and Mrs. Mortensen did a great job with you, man.
definitely.
Yeah, that's fun. And you love your ma. You
Yes.
take care of your ma.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, she just recently moved here. It'll be 2 years.
That's right.
It's been great.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out in Surprise. It's a little bit of a drive, but
Yeah, dude. Prasada. Do you see everything that's going on with Prasada right now?
it's so cool. They're getting everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Oso just opened up over there.
Mm-hmm.
They went, and I was like, you have to check it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw there was something in the Business Journal this week about that. I'm hearing myself better right now. I think I haven't been
maybe
talking
I
into the microphone. Oh boy.
That's all right.
Yep. It'll be good. All right, cool. Well, dude, thanks for coming and joining. I appreciate that. Is there anything you want to leave with? Like, just what is it that you want to see this year from the market? What are your projections? What do you think is going to happen from now to the end of the year? Like, okay, we're going to look at this in 6 months, and we're going to say, okay, let's see how spot on Chase was for what's happening with the market. All right, let's get your guess. Where are we in 6 months?
Yep. So it's August 2024.
August 2024. Yep.
Anybody watching this?
Okay, tell me about interest rates. Tell me about, okay, so right now, if we look at like active listing counts, what do active listing counts look like? What does buyer demand look like?
Right.
And what do rents look like?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. No one has a crystal ball. I think
I like how you just prefaced that, right?
interest rates have started to come down.
Yeah.
Low sixes, I think. I've seen some that are in the fives, which is great.
Right now?
Yeah. Some lenders are posting that.
How many points though?
Wow. That's a question.
Okay, that's the question. Yeah.
Yep. And
I know you can get under 7 with no points right now.
right. That's
Again, we're not lenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just know some.
Yes. I think if interest rates continue to go down, more buyer demand will happen.
Okay.
Prices will go up. I don't think we're going to see crazy spike like we did in like 2020, 2021.
Okay.
But they'll continue to rise. And active listing count. I think it'll hover around 15.
You think so?
15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good projection.
Okay. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
What do you think? I'd be curious. You close to that?
This is your video, man.
Right. Yeah.
I agree. I just think that the active listing count is the anomaly. That's the piece that we don't know, because the people right now that are waiting on the sidelines to sell their houses because interest rates are so high because they can't get out of their current properties to move into something else.
Right.
They're going to then jump out. So how are prices?
That'll be one for one.
Is demand really going to jump up that much, even with interest rates going down, when right now it seems like the generation that we're moving into looks more like a rental community, right? I see this next wave being great for, like, the numbers don't make a ton of sense for like investors. If you said, hey, Ed, I got 400 grand to drop money, what kind of, money would I get on that? But I think that we're going to see increased inventory.
Okay.
I think we're going to see more of even though interest rates are going to go down, I bet you we'll get to a more buyer-friendly market,
which would be great.
I know. Yeah. I think it's going to get there, because I think that the values, the prices are still high.
Right.
And it's going to get to a space that people will have to evaluate whether or not selling makes the most sense. I mean, think about yourself as an investor right now, right? Mm-hmm. Take your house. I would never want you to sell it.
Oh, I would never sell it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. But again, your situation, anyone who bought before 2022,
right,
is kind of locked into an interest. And then, I mean, we talk about it in a bad way, but it's like, no, it's a good way.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're sub 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. And some people still don't realize how awesome that is.
Right.
And I think when they start exploring what interest rates at 5 or 6 will look like,
Yeah.
which I think will be the new norm. I think if we get back to 4s, that would be cool. But I don't know. I think it was a huge mistake to ever let them get down to 2. I do. I think it was a terrible mistake because I think it set the wrong precedent. It was you saw the market challenged in this 06, 07, 08 through your family, right?
Yeah.
And that left an impression on you that the impression now that people have is that interest rates could go to 2,
Right. Yeah.
right?
But I don't think they ever will.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And if they
think
do,
won't.
awesome.
Yeah, they won't.
But they won't.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Just
They
like,
won't.
Just like I don't think
Yeah, I don't know.
prices will go down to that level
Yeah.
unless something really crazy happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even with the pandemic, they didn't go down crazy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I think prices are here to stay,
Right.
but I think we're not going to see crazy appreciation like we've seen in the past.
Right.
I just don't think there's room for it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming in,
Yeah,
dude.
thanks for having me. This is
Yeah,
fun.
I
This is
know.
my first podcast.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, it won't be your last.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I think you should come in like at least once a month and just pop in and we'll
That'd be
just
cool.
get your feedback on what you're seeing out there.
Right. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Solid,
yeah.
brother.
Sweet.
Thanks, man.